Hello everyone and welcome to Russian Roulette 4-2. How this is going to work is I have two 16-player brackets. The winner from each one will compete to win the grand prize of 25 credits. Our first competitor today are Chris McLean and Chinko. Now this is going to work is each round I will load 3 bullets, spin the chamber, and pull. And just like that, Chris McLean is out of the race and Chinko is the winner. Pretty clean cut and dry. And if you're even still here, hello, thank you for actually watching more than 30 seconds of the video and not skipping to the end. Now, I hope you enjoy the next 20-30 minutes of insanity that is instilled upon you. Our next matchup is Nitro versus Bungie for life. Now, down below in the comments, which there are none of, I want you to tell me, who do you think out of all the competitors will actually... Oh, you see, ladies and gentlemen, all it takes is one bullet. And Bungie for life is moving on. Our next matchup, Envious. Never been able to say his name properly. And then Thunderchild, the child of Zeus. Or would it be Thor? Gonna have to tell me, Thunderchild. Which one is it? Now, I don't know who all you are rooting for, but I don't know. Kind of hoping for Raymond Raider. Oh. And just like that, Thunderchild has moved on. Our next matchup, the Terror, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was a pain to say. The Shredder. And the next one, Pearl. I actually don't know this player. Haven't seen him around before. You know, probably someone who's hidden. Trying to wait until day 6, you know, getting that smoke. And here we go. Wait until the cylinder. What do you mean it's locked? Ooh, someone's 5 past the first bullet. This is spicy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. And after that, the Shredder is out. Okay, other side of the bracket, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have Connor, 92. And yes, that was a car outside. Just gonna have to ignore it. Versus Chip. Chip off the old block. And yes, if you haven't noticed yet, I'm literally just talking to fill the void of space. Because I don't know what else to do. So you're just gonna have to bear... Oh, and down goes Chip. Connor, you're moving on. Next one up is Lolis, the one who thought I was scamming. Look at us now, Lolis. Here, at the very spot I promised you, versus Vapor. I don't know, I might be voting for Vapor on this one. Oh, and just like that, Vapor does win. Sorry, Lolis. Our next runner-up is Mute and Maximus. Fun fact, Mute actually bought 5 of our players in. The one he's actually facing is one he bought in. Well, unfortunate. And he's also the lead writer in the brand new article we have going. What did he call it? Oh, and he's dead. How unfortunate. Maximus wins. You took out the one who bought you in. He runs the GN hit list for scammers. So if you ever find one, you know, go ahead, report it to him. Our next run up and final one before the final matchup of the first bracket is Supra and Garlic. Now, I don't know who either of these are, but Mute wanted them in, so they're in. I don't know why he paid, to get all you people in, but he did. And down he goes, and Garlic is the winner. Oh, wait, no, it wouldn't be the final. Never mind. There's still more. Our next matchup is Chinko and Bungie for life. We've seen these two before. Fierce competitors killed each other on the first bullet. Well, killed the other opponent in the first bullet. Now let's see how they would do facing one another. Oh, and down goes Chinko. Bungie for life, you are moving on. Seems like a real disadvantage to be the one, that has to start first. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. Next up is the Thunder Child. Do bullets even affect him? We're about to find out. And he is versing Pearl, the newcomer. Possibly Hider. We don't know. Open it up. Pop the bullets in. Spin the chamber. Cock the hammer. And just like that, the Thunder Child is down. And Pearl is moving on. Now back to the flip side of the bracket. We got Condor 92 versus Vapor. I don't know, I gotta say Vapor is a personal fan favorite to win this for some reason. Don't know why, I just want him to win. Along with Ramen. One of them two. Pop it open. 3 in. Spin. Cock. Man, this game is really unforgiving today. And just like that, Vapor, you're moving on. For some reason, I forgot who did that battle. Vapor versus Connor. Our next matchup is Maximus versus Garlic. Got confused for a minute. My bracket's a little wonky. I hand wrote it, as you can see. Next matchup is Maximus versus Garlic. Oh, someone actually survived past the first bullet for once. Well, this is very unfortunate, Garlic, but it has to be done. Oh. Okay. Our next matchup is Bungie for Life. Who'd have thought he'd have got this far with that really weird name? I'm sorry, man, but it's kind of creepy. And then next up is Pearl, the newcomer. Open it up, pop them in, give it a spin, cock it back. Oh. Always expect when I say that for them to die. Oh, man. Secretly rooting for him. Secretly. Pearl is moving on. Okay, back to the flip side. And just so you know, we are still on the first bracket. This is how long this takes. We have Vapor versus Maximus. Now let's see which one of them will win and face Pearl in the first bracket. Oh no, down goes Vapor. I was rooting for you, man. Maximus, you're moving on. And now, for the first bracket showdown, we have Pearl versus Maximus. Imagine that. This will determine the winner of the very first bracket and the challenger of the winner of the second bracket. Let's make this one a little interesting. 2 bullets. Oh. Pearl goes down. Maximus moves on. Congrats, Maximus. You're the winner of the first bracket. On to bracket 2 if you're still following, and if you still are, you are appreciated. Because this takes a lot of time, although it is a lot of fun. First up is Puka versus the Great. Had to make sure I was reading that right. I thought it said the Grape for a minute. Got terrible handwriting. Oh, and just like that, Puka goes down and the Great moves on. I'm going to call him the Grape from now on. Our next matchup, MasterCard versus Yonko. MasterCard, I did a DH with him, it failed. Kind of sucked. Now Yonko, on the other hand, well, kind of waiting to see who he is. He promises great things, but will he deliver? Let's see. And just like that, MasterCard is out of the race. And Yonko is moving on. Tell you, the guy's picture kind of creeps me out. Next up, we have Teabag versus Dark Angel 100. Whoa, completely screwed that up. There we go, close enough. I know what he is. Or who he is. Oh, and Teabag is down. Dark Angel is moving on. Really unfortunate to go first, isn't it? Seems like everyone dies on the first pull. Next up is Seaman, you but younger, versus Nafe. I have no idea if that's a name, a thing. I don't know. Google it. Tell me. So, I know. Spin it. Damn, this gun is unrelenting today. Even Seaman is out. Nafe is moving on. Flip side of the second bracket. Pyromaniac. Close enough there. Versus Zelda, also known as Lauren, and apparently has slept with every guy on Gangster Nation. Sorry, Laura, just had to push your buttons, you know it. Oh, and down goes Zelda. Pyromaniac, you are moving on. Next up, we have Sacred Ground versus Diabolical. One's Diabolical, one's a Sacred Ground. Who will win? Can he set foot on a Sacred Ground, or will he destroy it? Ooh, spicy. Sacred Ground lost in the end to Diabolical. Diabolical's diabolicalness. Yeah, go with that. Next up, we have Swiper versus Homeo. I realized I did this a little wrong, but that's okay. It's not going to mess up the bracket, it's just going to mess up my switching, which sucks, but that's okay. Now, Homeo, I believe, is the killer of the first family. I don't have my notebook near me. The Kingpin Mania? Nico was the first or the second to drop the OG gangsters. Can Swiper swipe the win? Oh, looks like he's going to fall short and become another victim of Homeo. Next up, Trigger, the profile maker slash very, I don't know. That's all I had for him. And Raymond Raider. I thought the spots were filled and told him he couldn't compete, and well, look, here he is. I was one off, and now he's in. Let's see if he can make something of it. Ooh. Oh, no. Raymond. No. And Trigger is moving on. I'm going to flip back to the first side of the second board. The Great versus Yanko. Still looking forward to see who that guy is. Gives us some mysterious vibes. Kind of the vibe of his profile picture. Oh, that was hard. Down he goes, and Yanko is the winner of that one. Wait. Did I just screw something up? The Great? Oh no, I did that right. Ignore me, ladies and gentlemen, I messed up a little. I didn't completely cross Teabag off. Scribble that. Next up is Dark Angel 100 versus Nafe. You guys can probably hear all this clicking too. Sorry in advance for that, even though we're about 20 minutes in. You know the drill. Pop it open, spin it, cock back the hammer, pool. Oh, down goes Dark Angel, and Nafe, you are moving on. Okay, back on the other side. Pyromaniac versus Diabolical. Let's see who shall win this fight. Will Diabolical win again, or will he fall to the flames? Let's see. Ooh, and he overpowers the flames as well and is moving on. Our next competitor is Homeo. Dude is on a killing spree. I believe he also got a backfire kill just recently. Versus Trigger. Can he trigger a win? Or will Homeo snuff him out like he did the first family of the game? Ooh. Ho ho ho. Homeo pulls the Uno reverse card. And Trigger is out of the race. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we have Yonko versus Nafe. Pop 3 in, spin the chamber. Pop. No? No? It's getting interesting. Sorry, buddy, but Yonko just had the better luck. Okay, now we have Diabolical versus Homeo. Now, these two competitors have fought very well throughout this fight, and I don't know who's gonna win. My money's on Homeo. He seems to be the more diabolical killer. Can make even Diabolical rock in his shoes. Let's find out. Oh, and Diabolical is no match for Homeo. He is moving on. Homeo, the stone cold killer, versus Yonko, the hardcore starer. His picture gives off one of those gym teachers that are disappointed in you looks, you know, the one that say you could be doing better if you tried. You know, those kind of looks. Now let's see which one will win. Cold killer or cold stare? And Yonko is no match for Homeo's overpowering might, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are to the final matchup. Homeo was the winner of the second bracket, and Maximus was the winner of the first bracket. So, what we're going to do here is survival. 1 round, no AIs, and a single bullet. Usually they fill up all 5, but I feel like that's very unfair. So, we're going to go 1 bullet. That was a lot of clicking. Now, will Homeo overpower Maximus, the newcomer that we don't know much about, and continue on his killing spree? Or will Maximus, from the shadows, swipe the win out from under him and claim all the credits for himself? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Maximus has come back from the grave and has won! I'm too poor to add sound effects, so this is what you get. Well, ladies and gentlemen, overall, I think that was a successful video. Congrats, Maximus.